Okay, we're here at the end of a 5-day, yes, 5 days of program evaluation training in beautiful Naivasha, Kenya. And I have some folks here who are going to summarize day 5, what we covered. You, sir, can you introduce yourself?
Yep, Frank Masalukwa from Salaam Tanzania.
From Tanzania, yeah. And here we have
Peter Weburu, Country Program Manager for Habitat
in Uganda, yeah. And the lovely
from Nairobi, One Stop Youth Center. I'm the information officer.
Great. Welcome, folks. So today we talked about a lot of things. One of the things that we talked about were different kinds of tools that you could use to gather data in your evaluation. Can you think of some different tools that we talked about today?
Yep. One of the tools that can be used to collect data is focus group.
Focus group, right, exactly. And can you think of another tool, anybody?
Questionnaire.
A questionnaire, yeah. Anything else?
Records.
Records? What kind of records?
Program records.
Your program records.
Yes.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes, we can also think about internet
Yeah,
research.
definitely, doing internet research. Great, those are great. And what about when you actually start designing questions for those questionnaires or for your focus groups? What are some things you have to keep in mind when you're designing some questions?
When designing some questions,
Mm-hmm.
I think you should get to know really what you want.
You have to be really clear about what you want, because if you're not clear, what can happen, Frank? If you're not clear about what you want to know, what can happen?
I mean, you may find that yourself you get to the questions that are not relevant.
Yeah, they're not relevant, they're confusing. Yeah, okay.
Another thing you got to know whom are you targeting?
Right, right. To use the right language. Yeah, exactly.
Who are your people?
And should questions be really, really long and ask a whole bunch of things in the same question?
No,
No.
They should be they should be reasonable, but at least simple for anyone to understand them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
To give you a clear answer of what you require.
And how can you tell, what's the best way of telling whether you've designed some good questions? What can you do?
I think you should give the questions that you designed to other people so that they give out their feedback and their thoughts of what they think if those questions are going to work out.
Great. And there's an evaluation term for that. Do you remember what it's called?
It's pre-test.
Pre-testing. Right. We did some of that today. You designed some questions and then you gave them to each other to pre-test. And once you've collected all your data and you start analyzing it, can you think of some things that we talked about good ways to analyze your data? Should just one person look at the data?
No, you should be able to share up that data so that you can come out with a proper analysis of the findings which you're going to, in the final analysis, be able to disseminate to your stakeholders.
Right, because different people come with different perspectives, and the data can tell different stories for different people. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And we did some data analysis today, a little bit of data analysis. And then the last thing we talked about today was reporting. Once you roll up all your results and you create a report, what are some things that you should think about when you're writing your report?
You should have a report which is, one, comprehensive. Two, it should be orderly. You should have certain issues that you must have. You must have a summary. You must have a proper table of contents that is able to guide the reader and get to the kind of information he requires to get.
Right. And that's an important point that you just brought up, Peter, that it guides the reader. Should you know who your reader is ahead of time?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why is that?
Well, in most programs, of course, we have people who fund. There are interested groups that who want that information, and that information definitely is used for quite a lot of other areas, either to improve on the program or to design other programs that are also geared towards maybe the same sector or another sector altogether.
Right. And depending on who's reading the report, they might have different expectations of how they want it presented or what's in it. Okay. Can you involve them in the editing if they'll allow you to?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. They may not want to edit your report, but you can maybe give them a rough copy and see if they'll give you some edits.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about today?
Today was great, and first night is last day of the training, and I hope we're going to make use of what we learned here. Yeah.
Great. And for those of you watching, this gentleman, Peter, has so much, he's being very serious and very stoic. And during the training, he would get so excited about program evaluation, he would literally be bouncing off the floor. So I look forward to meeting you all tonight on the dance floor when we celebrate all of your hard work. Thank you so much, everyone. And you don't need to clap. The people who are watching this video needs to clap. Here, listen to their roar of applause. Woo! Yay! They go nuts for what you said. Thanks, everyone. Bye.